Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com, and it is time for day 2 of Coffee with Candy, May. This is the Father's Day or Masculine Project edition, and I'm happy to be here with you. I did run a few minutes late, but we are here. It's been a morning of appointments and errands, but I'm glad to be here. It is good to sit and stamp for a little bit. Let me make sure I am where I need to be. Okay, I'm in the right group. Okay, so just a little recap on yesterday. So, and maybe just an overview of what I'm endeavoring to do. Coffee with Candy is a monthly series where I come here Monday through Friday for a full week, and I bring you seasonal projects. So in January, I was doing Valentine's Day. In February, I was doing St. Patrick's Day. In March, I was doing Easter. In April, I did Mother's Day. And now that we're in May, I'm doing Father's Day because I'm always working towards the month that we are coming into. That's what we do as crafters. We're always looking ahead to the coming month so we can be prepared. We're making things, so we have to do it a little bit ahead. Let me know if you're joining me live or if you are joining me in replay. I would love to give you a shout out, say hello, and thank you for joining me. When I do these seasonal projects, all of the PDF tutorials, inspiration sheets, they go out to all of my email subscribers. So make sure you've gone to sweetstamper.com and subscribed to my emails. All 5 will be coming to my email subscribers this week. In addition, I do have all 5 of the demonstration projects. I will mail you those project packets for free next week if you would like to put an order in between now and Saturday this week. And that's a $50 order. We'll get you all 5 of the project kits. So let's look at where we went yesterday. And each day I'll have a project ready, and then I'm going to demonstrate the same project with different papers, colors, etc. So yesterday we started with this one here with obviously a soccer theme, and then I demonstrated the same card using this really pretty Waterside Retreat. Is one of our, I believe it's the second, yeah, it's the second, yes, it's the second suite in the new catalog. And it is absolutely gorgeous. The colors are soft. They're very versatile. I love the fact that you can do masculine, which is what I'm doing this week, or you can also very well do feminine. They're really just kind of unisex images and colors. Lots of variety and lots of versatility, and I like that kind of thing. So believe it or not, this has the only Happy Father's Day stamp set in our current offerings. A little bit surprising, we did have a Mother's Day and Father's Day online exclusive stamp set that sold out in like early April. So that has been greatly missed, and all I can say is sometimes when it comes to seasonal things, we have to shop early. So far, I've been using these 2 papers. I'm doing these 2 papers again today. This is, let me show you. This is from our online exclusives that came out in March. And this is actually part of a bundle with matching Designer Series paper, a wonderful match. So if you have people in your life that are big soccer fans, this is a great set to have. Now, for me personally, I have all of my daughter and her husband and her kids, they're all big soccer fans. So for me, I got the paper, but I don't actually need this because I can do enough with the paper to make it work for me. And I like to share with you when that is something that might help you to get just the paper or just the stamps and not buy the whole suite unless it's something where you're really going to use it a lot. Now this one, I have to say it's incredibly versatile. This is very, very specific. Okay, I'm doing a gift card holder today, and the one that I've already done is here. So I'm going to use the exact same stamps in a very different look. So this is a little pocket card. We've got our little card here, and then you can put your gift card there. And both the cards I'm going to do today, they're both gift card holders. They both feature one of these, what I like to call a little panel image. So in this paper, which I do happen to have here, you have all of these great designs. And then you also have these, a couple of these pieces where you can cut a whole panel and use it as a feature. This is also great for scrapbooking. Okay, so this is the one I've started with. Dad, today is your day. Happy Father's Day. Of course, you could easily just put happy birthday in here. And I like that kind of versatility. Okay, now let's remake this same card using one of our brand new in colors, and that is Peaceful Pine. You know, this is one of those colors that kind of sneaks up on you. I typically like all greens. I looked at this initially and thought, oh, it's a pretty green. Now you start working with it and you're thinking, oh, where have you been all my life? This is an excellent, excellent green. Now again, I'm going to give you all the dimensions and everything in your email news. Okay, now I am going to use the plaid for my background, and then I am going to, and so you want to make sure that your pattern, this is a 2.5 inch piece, this is a 1 inch piece, and I specifically didn't want it coming all the way up so that I could do my little thumb hole there. But you want to make sure that when you cut it, that your pattern is continual. Okay, let's go ahead and stick this down first. And these are 5 1/4 by 2.5 and 5 1/4 by 1. Again, I will be giving you the all the measurements and everything. So a PDF tutorial for me has step-by-step instructions, as well as the measurements and the photos and the supply list. An inspiration sheet is going to have the measurements and the photos and the supply list because I've demonstrated it, and you don't really need the step-by-step because I've already given you, I've shown you how to do that. So you can see how we get all of that lined up just so, and we are strategically doing this. Now, you do want to make sure that you put your thumb hole in there before you stick this down. I'm using a 1 1/4 inch punch. It's just kind of what I had handy. Personally, I don't ever get rid of my circle punches. They come and go from our offerings within Stampin' Up, but you can always use circle punches. They are so versatile, and I have every circle punch I've had purchased since I first started stamping. I've had 1 or 2 that died, but boy, for the most part, they just really, really last. Okay, so I'm going to use my liquid glue because I do find when you're closing up something like this, you want to make a little pocket. Your seal is going to be a little bit too wide. So there, I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes. And again, let me show you. There's my original, as it were. Now we're going to do the same thing using the Waterside Retreat paper. I'm once again using one of the little panels. So this little scene is one of the panels, and I have cut one of the pieces of Peaceful Pine using my postage stamp dies. I have certain parameters I really like to work with for masculine cards. I don't like anything froofy. I don't do ruffles. I don't do like scallops. For me, that's a little bit too feminine. I want a masculine feel, and this postage stamp is really, really good for that. Now, this is gonna go here. On my original, I popped this up on dimensionals. One of the reasons is I find that it kind of gives you, it doesn't lay flat, which is, in my view, good, because it beckons the person to open. And they can open on the side, but I like having that a little bit floppy. Now, let's go ahead and put this down with our dimensionals, which always elude me as soon as I get on camera, because this is my workplace as well as my filming place. I do it all right here. Having said that, I do work in more than one spot in my studio. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this down. Now, because this needs to not be stuck down, I want to make sure that the upper 2/3 is where I have all of my Stampin' Dimensionals, and I do want a fair few of them because I want this to really stand and stand up and be counted. So let's go ahead and pop these out. And you know, this is one of the things I really endeavor to do in my Coffee with Candy series, is to give you things that are reproducible. So, you know, this is a gift card holder that is perfect for Father's Day or masculine birthdays, but honestly, it could be used for any time. And I actually meant to stamp. I meant to stamp before I stuck this down, but I think I can do it anyway. What I did not do was put together a little, let's see, this is gonna go here. And we are going to put Happy Father's Day there. I actually wanted to put Dad right here, and I might just keep it that simple and not even add a die cut. I was thinking I would do this same die cut, but honestly, I don't, this panel is so pretty that I really hate to do that. Hey, Cynthia, I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you like my masculine card, and welcome, Margaret. Hello, hello. So let's just live dangerously and hope that I can stamp this in such a way that it's not going to mess everything up, because I should have done this before I stuck it down, but I have a feeling that you have done the same thing before. And I could do it in Night of Navy and it would probably be really good, but I'm just gonna go with right here. I'm just gonna go Peaceful Pine and Peaceful Pine. Ha ha, look at there. Pretty nifty. Now, because I have it like that, and I didn't add any die cuts, Happy Father's Day, let's go ahead and put that in here. I think I am gonna add a little bit of, sorry about that, some embellishments. So I didn't add any on my first card because I felt like that little bit of twine was enough. Happy Father's Day. Super, super simple. You know, the other thing about Father's Day stamps is if you don't have this stamp set or a specific Father's Day stamp set, you probably, if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you have a Happy Father's Day. It was in the April Paper Pumpkin kit. And if you've had, if you've been doing Paper Pumpkin for a while, you probably have a couple of Father's Day greetings. And so that is something that I like to be able to go into when I don't have a specific stamp set for a specific holiday. I oftentimes have it in my Paper Pumpkin stash. Let's see what we can come up with. Well, Gloria, thank you. I'm glad you like my card. These, I think that's going to be just the ticket. let's go with that. Now this is, let me see what they're called. Of course, I don't have handy. I take it off the little sleeve. I think they're called metallic gems. These were actually in our annual catalog last year, and they've carried into our May catalog. They're really useful. For one thing, they have a flat top. They have a little bit of a masculine feel, but to be honest, they're really gender neutral. And I think that I'm either going to scatter them or I'm going to do my little row. So let me show you. So the ones I did yesterday, I oftentimes like to do a little row like this. So let's just see. Oh, you know what we could do? We could just do it right here and really emphasize Dad and not in any way take away from the beautiful scene that we have, the art scene. Well, I'm getting more than I bargained for on that. So again, this is day 2 of Coffee with Candy, Masculine or Father's Day series. And I would welcome you to come back and see me tomorrow, 2 o'clock, each day, Monday through Friday. All of my email subscribers will get all of the project sheets, so inspiration sheets. So make sure that you are subscribed. You can go to sweetstamper.com and get subscribed if you are not already. I think that's just right, you know. It gives just a little bit of embellishment, but keeps the focus right here on the dad in the midst of all of that scene. So here is the exact same layout for a soccer fan. And here is my very serene waterside retreat. Oh, these things are sticking to me. So that is day 2. We had a, this is a gift card holder. Day 1 was a, gosh, that thing keeps sticking to me. Day 1 was a clean and simple card featuring a designer series paper layout. And hello, Carrie. I'm glad you're catching me from Wisconsin today. And then today we are doing the gift card holder. So I don't know how it will unfold the rest of the week, but I kind of like, I tend to kind of design on the fly, just being honest with you here. When I oftentimes, unless it's a class by mail, I have to design those way ahead because I have to have pictures and all that. But when I'm doing my Facebook Lives, I oftentimes design it that day. And it's just kind of happened that I did the match, perfect match, and then I've done the waterside retreat. So they really different looks, which I like giving you those options. And Margaret, I'm glad you like them both. I appreciate that. Adhesive backed metallic gems. All right, Margaret's even given us the item number, which I will copy and paste into my little sheet. So that is it for today. I will download this into YouTube so that you can save it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way you can find it. It will, you know, on my YouTube channel as well as on my blog, you can put in the search feature masculine, you can put in the search feature gift card holder, and that is an easy way to find something that you're looking for. So this black twine seems to just work really well. This is actually in the last chance list. It's the black and gold twine, and then the other twine, it's a 2-pack. The other one is, I think, basic beige with gold. So thank you for being here. Just a quick little coffee and card chat with you. Coffee with Candy. I will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. and I will get this email out to you probably by this evening. Like I said, it's been a crazy day with appointments and errands, so I'm still typing things up. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I love, love, love your feedback. Take care, and God bless.